Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ireland Live for Thursday, the 3rd of July, 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla Donohoe now in the next few minutes. We have a lot of stuff to get through tonight now. But we woke up to the sad news this morning that Diogo Jota was killed in a car crash. Liverpool player, Liverpool number 20. And I have to say, it knocked me for six this morning. I was crying all day and everything. I'm an out softy when it comes to shit like that now, to be honest with you. But I'll just go through the banners here. You can get us on WhatsApp there on 089 203 1521. That's 089 203 1521. You can also get us on X at FitzyDub, at Anthony L. Casey, at RuggerMurph27, and at Ireland Forced 123. You can get us on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons and Rugger Murph, and on the irishchannel.com/live. You can also buy us a coffee if you want there. There it is there. And I'll just go through come with it. Ireland for the Irish. Ireland for the Irish, yeah. Hopefully we can keep it. Yeah, hopefully we can. Daniel O.H. Hi all, who's heading the GPO tomorrow? I'm not, no. Hi there, Paul. How are you, Vincent? Hi to all. Hi all. Hey, you folks. Chris Bourne. Hey, you, Paul. How are you, Chris? How's things? How's everyone? Share this everywhere, Vincent. Yeah, you're right. Evening, Paul. Good evening there, Stevie Boy Billings. Good evening, Don Dunn. And way ahead of you at Vincent Brown. Eddie Grady. Hi, stud. Fuck off, Eddie Grady, will you? Give it over. You're getting me a bad name here, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, I just want to play this here. I know people aren't into football and everything else. This has gone weird here, the internet has, for some reason. I don't know why. But this is the super duper internet. So let me just see, can I hope everything's all right there. It doesn't seem to be. But I being a Liverpool fan, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a tough day being a Liverpool fan. I'm going to bring in the lovely Orla Donohoe. Hello there, Orla. How are you?
I'm grand. How are you?
Look at my eyes. Look, I was crying today because of the football. It's Jesus Christ, man. It's honestly.
I didn't hear about it.
Oh, no way. Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, I don't really follow football.
Yeah, I'm gonna present this here now just to let people see it because he was a good lad, I have to say.
I thought he was only young.
He's only 28. Yeah, he's only 28.
Did you say, what happened to him?
He was killed in a car crash in Spain this morning.
Oh, God.
The early hours of the morning. He had a lung operation. He had a breathing problem and he couldn't fly. So him and his brother's a footballer as well, and they were driving down from Portugal. He only got married last Sunday week.
Oh my God!
And he's 3 young kids, yeah. And he was driving down to catch the ferry at 2:00. He was overtaking a car, and he got a blowout going by the other car. Went into the ditch. The car blew up, and everything around them burned because the bush was dry and everything. So they were killed instantly, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's been sad. That's where I woke up to this morning.
Jeez.
Well, haven't been the best of it all day now, I'm being honest with you. People, fair play to you. We're up to 200 there already. No, we're up to 300 there. Fair play to you. Yeah. Fair play to everyone. Keep tuning in there. But yeah, we packed show early. You were up in you were busy yesterday, weren't you? I seen your videos there and the whole lot. So we'll go with them in a few minutes.
Yes, I was in Blessington yesterday. I went up to the Avon and I was talking to the lads up there, and a lovely lady called Carol, who's one of our watchers. Hi, Mary.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
No, bless be everyone.
I hear the other Eddie's up causing trouble already.
Yeah, it looks like RTE setup. Yeah. Yeah. How are you, Orla?
Hey, Chris.
I'm waiting for Fitzer to come in there with the Orla thing. He loves that. Hi, Orla. Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Paul. And there's Al there. Yep, Paul. I'm a Liverpool fan myself. I tell you, it's been a very tough day. People just don't realise it, and like Liverpool have had their fair share of Jesus tragedies over the years. You know what I mean? Jason Sheardon. People won't wake up until it's too late. I don't feel great sometimes letting my disabled partner wheel down to the shops anymore. Let's see what this is. Islam. Yeah, I'll go with them now in a few minutes. Chris Bourne, what's the crack? How's it going, Eddie? I don't know why this is going slow here. Is my internet? Something wrong with the internet here, but everything seems to be working fine here. You know, everything seems to be working fine, like, you know what I mean? There it is there, yeah, sorry. What's the crack? Yeah, only married 5 days, yeah. He's only married 5 days, yeah, the chap. Oh. Jesus.
Did he have any kids?
3 young kids, like, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 3 young kids, yeah. But, Matt. What's his name? Matt Walsh. Yeah. No, it's okay. But, yeah, 3 young kids, yeah. Michael, what's this? Michael Madsen died as well. The actor? How he?
Oh, no!
He was brilliant.
Fanula, like Michael Madsen, the actor?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Rivalries apart.
I really liked. Remember, he was in Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, and he was in what you call it too, Heat. Do you remember?
Yeah, God, I can't. Oh my God, I loved him.
I put the short on because I had a green top on, and all you could see was my head with the green screen. You could only see my head floating.
Oh, okay.
I got to change this. Mr. Blonde, yeah, that's who he was. Yeah, R.I.P. Yeah, he Witcher, didn't it? Yeah.
Hey, Liz.
Place support if you can. Great place, support it if you can. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. Wasn't he in Reservoir Dogs? I was thinking between it and Pulp Fiction.
Mr. Blonde. He was Mr. Blonde.
Oh my God.
Yes, Chris Bourne. Yes, I didn't know either. I was in Anfield today. Fair play to you, Sean. Fair play. I'd say it was emotional there today, was it? I'd say it was. Just it's last Monday week. Just we're only with the title. You know what I mean? Crazy, isn't it? Yeah. I made a video of the memorial. I'll throw it up there to me, yeah, and I'll play it if you want. No problem with that. I'm a big Liverpool fan. Yeah. I hope everyone's grand. Good evening from the Blessing camp. Yeah, well done. Irish Warriors, fair play to you.
Well, how are you?
Yeah, how are you, lads? We might bring us on there in a while just to have a chat if you want.
Is that Leroy?
I'd say it is Leroy. Well, yeah, I'd say so, yeah. How are you, Irish Warriors? How's it doing up at the Avon? I'll be playing that now in the next few minutes. Yeah.
Have a brilliant setup.
Yeah. Hi, Orla and Paul. Enjoyed the walkabout yesterday in Kilkenny City. So many vacant buildings here. It's crazy.
Barry, I haven't even got around to doing anything. Michael sent me on some stuff and I haven't even got a chance to even get round to that yet. We had the start of a Shin Nadina walk around Kilkenny City yesterday evening. Now, there was only just a few of us, but It was great. Like, it was amazing. Just the amount of places that have, we'll say planning permission on them, or we'll say suspect planning permission on them, vacant buildings and all that. So hello to the tour guide, Michael. If he's watching tonight, I think he is. Fair play to him for showing us around everywhere. But it was really good. It was really good. So I think we're going to meet again in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, we have to start up in the patrols as well.
But look, as I said, I sent you on Ross Lahive's video, so that would be a good one to watch.
Yeah, I'll go with that now in a minute. Yeah, I just gonna. Hi guys, lovely walk around Kilkenny on Wednesday with Orla. Fair play to you. Yeah, yes, that's really good. That's well done. Yeah, Chris Bourne, you're right. Well done, lads, up there. 15 years at the minute. R.I.P. Diogo. My dad met my man in Liverpool in the 80s. Took me to shit loads of matches. I was the same, yeah. I'm following them since I was 7. I'm 49 years following them, like, you know what I mean? We were there last year for the only game they lost against Nottingham Forest. My kids were sick. Oh, they lost this one. That's just the only one they lost, like, you know. All right, blessed hope. Yeah, get support, Irish Warriors. I will indeed. I'll send you on the link in a while. If you send me in a message there, lad, send me in the message there to 089.
Is that Leroy?
It doesn't matter. Who's ever up the
No,
camp.
just wondered, the video I have is of him.
Yeah, I'm going to play them videos now in the next few minutes. We play the videos and then we bring them in about 10 o'clock probably, when there's a few more there even. But send us in a message on 089 203 1521. That's 089 203 1521. You can also watch us there on Fitzy Dub, Anthony Casey, Rugger Morph, Ireland Force 123, on Paul Fitzsimons on Facebook, and www.yourschannel.com/live. Shamrock Sean, yes, some grown men crying. Yeah, it was very moving. His poor parents lost both their sons in an awful way. Yeah,
oh my
lads,
God!
I'm being honest with you. I've been crying all day. Look at my eyes. Jesus. Honestly, it really knocked me for 6 this morning. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, Berg Power, here's hair Paolo. Does Banty Max Prickface know you bought us his shirt? Someone said that to me too. We had a meeting. I only threw this on. I had it actually on me last night because we had to go to the meeting. And one of the lads said to me, "Oh, you even dressed like the cultures you did coming down." You know what I mean? Good evening. God bless you all and everyone the fight. Our land of destiny.
You're Berg. Sure, he's getting all his clothes bought from now.
Yeah, I am getting. I wish. Yeah. I sent everyone from Niall's channel over. You're welcome. Well done. Fair play to everyone. Yeah, we're going up there now. How are you, Fergus Power? You'll never walk alone. Yeah, you will never walk alone.
I love that song.
So do I. Even though I'm from sunny British Bay. How are you, Drew? How's things, mate? Things like this do bring us LFC family together. They do. Yeah, they really do. And there's nobody like us. I'm being honest with you. There's nobody like Liverpool supporters. Especially Scouse Dubs. We're the best of the lot. Discovered last night I can't climb up a plastic pole after a few years. I discovered that a long time ago. Yeah.
Hey, Paddy.
Yeah. It's been years since I was there. Drew Cook. Yeah, it's been. Yeah. Hi, Paul and Orla. Yeah. Evening. Hope all had a nice day. Okay, I've gone through all of them now. What does that say? Something about bones. My bones ache already. I'm 42. Don't want to be 82. Okay. Noel Current, Kenneth Noel Current. Is it easier to get? Yeah. Lads, see the foreign scumbag try to abduct a child from a mother in the square. He walks free. I didn't see it. I think I heard that, Dave Daly. Yeah, hang on. Somebody will send it in to me. Don't you worry. Jesus Christ. DMC, you have to send me in loads of stuff there. Yeah, it confirms that we're all taking 4 or 4 media claims as well. Documents. Okay. All right, I think we go with. Will we go with the videos from? We'll go with the videos from.
First of all, do you want to just start off with Ross's one down in Cork, just when we were talking about Shinadina?
Okay, we'll go with Ross Lahive.
Beautiful evening it is as well. I'm here with the lads from Shinadina. Unfortunately, there's a lot of camera shy people, so I'm going to be keeping them out of the shot here. But Anthony, we were just walking up here, weren't we? And there was a Muslim man just walked by us. He had something in his hand.
Yeah, he had a blade in his hand.
He had a blade in his hand.
He had 9 inches. There was another black immigrant.
Yes.
Coaxed him in.
Coaxed him in the stadium.
Okay, I just went. There was a black immigrant basically coaxing him in, and it looks like there's a gang up there.
Yeah.
Of obviously, I wouldn't say my nationality, but I would say either Moroccan or Moldovan by the colour of their skin, and there's blacks there as well inside the same house.
Yeah.
There's obviously all up there.
We walked past the black man and he was
screaming infantries at the women.
He was having imaginary conversations with people that weren't there.
With himself, yeah.
Yeah.
An argument with himself, like, yeah. And there's another fella hanging around him there as well.
Yeah, I mean, we're just here, like, we're just here 2 minutes, and literally, like, we can see there's a lot of drama, you know?
A lot of activity as
well.
A lot of activity.
You were telling me, Laurie, you were telling me about Ashley Murphy there. Don't worry, the camera's pointing that way. You were filming in there.
Where she was murdered. There was, I think yesterday, there was an incident there as well. A foreign guy tried to take a buggy off a woman walking the canal.
The same spot.
Yeah, it's the same spot.
You think, we would have learned from that lesson, but obviously they're going ahead.
Yeah.
Lads, I want to chat to you.
We'll learn until it happens to a politician.
I was chatting to a few of you earlier about there's going to be a Muslim celebration.
Yes.
And it's like they're rubbing it in our faces because we start off at that church and we walk down to the GPO. And it's like they're kind of they're showcasing their
power.
They're showcasing their dominance here. So just let people know there's going to be a counter protest to meet them, so they won't be able to continue to the GPO.
Very disrespectful.
And we were saying as well earlier, if you went down the street preaching the gospel, you wouldn't last long. You'd be in a world of hurt, a world of trouble. But this is what the government wants.
Yes.
They're pushing us to a boiling point, and they're forcing, like Ballymunion, when the girls got raped and they went to the house, and now the media saying Ballymena, sorry, and they're saying that it's all racism. And they're going to do the same tomorrow if there's going to be a showdown between the Muslims and the Irish nationalists coming out to this. Yeah, this is live right now. Lads, I tell you now, we have a great group of people here, but for lots of reasons they can't be on camera. People are afraid to lose their jobs and stuff, which is a real risk, But we're in high spirits. We just got here to Wellington Road, where there's been a stabbing at the beginning of the year, and we're just here 2 minutes and we see all this drama. So you can imagine and this is like still light. It's just past 8 o'clock, and you can imagine what it's like all hours. There's lots.
Jesus Christ, that's...
Yes, I messaged Ross earlier on. I just said, fair play to you. They were only out a few minutes and that man was walking around with a knife, In
the middle of Cork.
So, yeah. And this was in broad daylight. This wasn't even at nighttime, So, it's crazy.
It has to be stopped. The Irish people wouldn't be allowed. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. This has been a terrible day, even for Man United supporters. Yeah, it has been. It's been a terrible day for everyone, with the football and the whole lot. It's just not nice. MDC reposted this stream. Thank you. Like, sub, share, folks. Yes, please do.
Thanks, Eddie.
Yeah. Get to the GPO before them and see what they do. Gardaí will probably arrest the group if they do.
This is what we were saying about, what the way Ross is putting it out as well. It's just fantastic just to have that presence around, because actually, do you know what you can put up? I sent you some stuff on in relation to an incident that occurred the other day in Carlow Town as well, where a man was saying some unsavoury things to a young girl. So I sent that on to you.
I've sent over the pics, Paul. Okay.
There's screenshots, and there's a screenshot of himself, and then the message that came in as well. Oh. Now, I don't personally recognise him, but we have a lot in Carlow.
Yeah. That's making me cry now watching that. Sean is at the sending me over the pictures of outside Anfield today. I'll show them in a minute. We just finished talking about what Ross was talking about there. But
yes, to put up the stuff from Carlow.
Orla. Peter Sweden, no. Were these screenshots from Carlo? Oh, this is your man, is it? The Facebook thing?
Yeah, and then underneath then it's a Facebook post. It's from All About Carlo.
Yeah, let me just get this up.
So the woman messaged in about the incident at court.
I'll read this now. Hang on. Just bear with me. Yeah, I'll put this up here. Percent. An anonymous post, please, Anthony. I was walking down Tullow Street with my children. We passed a man sitting on a bench outside Haddon's. He was a foreign man wearing all black. As we passed, he started looking at my 12-year-old up and down, leering at her, smiling and making kissing sounds. He put his hands out and my 12-year-old said, "What the hell?" And he told me he tried to touch her as she passed. My 12-year-old was shocked and got really upset and started crying. We made our way back to Tullow Street on the opposite side of the street, and two men approached this guy, accusing him of trying to touch women as they passed as well. So it was clear he had been doing this. Guards were rang about it. I'm just putting it out here. Be wary of any children walking with anyone walking with your children. I recognise this. I'm furious, Anthony. I got such a shock. She cried for ages. Had to go into the enabled shop to try calm her down. She's normally not like that. All black, dark skin, clean shaven, and his eyes yellow. That stood out to me. The guard said they would send someone down. They looked at the CCTV and said he wasn't there. But when I collected my car outside Dr. Moran's, I drove past the place again. He was sitting in the same place. He hadn't moved. I recognised him from Haddon's car park. A few weeks back, I sent my son over to get a ticket and he started asking him for money, which I didn't like either. But today left me feeling sick to my stomach. Okay, now I'm going to just put up a picture of this man because I have.
So Haddon's car park would be beside the Dinree, which is the hotel in the middle of the town. So now I have to say I don't recognise this guy, but there's a lot of them around.
That's him there. So
but seemingly I was speaking to somebody else, and he'd just be hanging around at about 8:15 in the mornings, just doing nothing. So now, where's he coming from? Is he at the Friary, St. Bridget's? Where is he coming from? And he's just wandering around all day doing nothing.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's him, folks. Anyone in Carlow, if you see this man, the police aren't going to do anything, people, so sort it yourselves, okay? That's all I'll say. If he falls, he falls. If you know what I mean. But the same thing happened in Limerick the other night as well. I think it was Monday night. Monday, there was a guy doing the same thing, and he was.
I sent on that video. Is that in the playground? Yeah, I sent that on to you.
Yeah, no, I have it there, but I said I wouldn't play it because the Shinanadina lads marched him to the police station, and the copper said that he couldn't do anything because he didn't do anything. He did nothing wrong. Now they waited for 45 minutes before the guards. They rang the guards. He waited for 45 minutes, and the guards never came. So they marched him to the police station themselves, and the guard said there's nothing he could do, and let him back out. Jesus. You know, it's
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable what's going on in this country. Really is, and guards are complicit in every part of it. Like, you're not allowed to say, and if you say anything about these people, and I'm going to be honest with you, this thing tomorrow, I can't make it tomorrow. If something else on tomorrow, I'm with the kids tomorrow and I have a few things to do. But this is just going to be a way of rushing through the hate speech laws. I don't care. That's exactly what's going to happen here. They're going to say we're hating theyese people and we're this and we're that, and they rush through these hate speech laws. Like, at the end of the day, everyone has the right to practice their religion and whatever in this country. And this is what they're going to do. They'll rush through the hate speech laws. I'm going to go through a bit of this. Yeah. All Gaels, are Gaels going to the GPO tomorrow? Yes, they are. Walk away if you are going in. I won't be able to make it in, to be honest with you.
No, I won't be there either. I have something on tomorrow.
My missus is terrified of my trips to these things. She's shopping for reins on Shein to put on me. Yeah. People are trying to put reins on me. Well, they're not trying to put reins on me, but you know yourself. I have shit on, so I can't go in anyway. But like, these protests are not doing anything, lads. They're doing nothing. You're showing force. It's the same heads all the time. You know, they're
too close together as well. It's too many.
Too close together. Then you've Michelle's thing on Tuesday. I won't be able to make that either. I texted her earlier and said that as well. I couldn't make it. And then your John Malloy's thing on the 17th, the week after.
I'm going to see. I don't know. I'll see if I can get to John's.
Yeah. They are doing this. They are just doing what the enemy within brought them to earth to do. Prey on the Gaels. Yes. That poor child. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. These foreigners, sewer rats, are getting away with everything. The spineless Gardaí. What would they do next? Well, I'm going to play a video in a few minutes of Philip Dwyer. Did you see Philip Dwyer up in Dundalk and your man calling him the names? Have you seen that?
Yes, you played that the other night.
Did I play it the other night?
Yeah.
He was a doctor.
Yeah.
We only found out he was a doctor.
No way. And the language he used.
Doctor in Dundalk, yes.
Oh my God. Yes, no, you played it. But like his language was vile.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Views aren't saving air. This internet malarkey is illusion. Gives impression we are doing more. Yeah. Paddy guards are a fucking disgrace. They should be ashamed of what they have done to this country if they had a conscience. Listen, I'm going to be honest. All the good guards have left. Like Gardaí last year, there was 5 a week leaving. More. I think there was 500 left last year. So what's that? That's 5 a week. You know what I mean? Because they can't do this. You know what I mean? And then they bring in these young fellas, these stormtroopers they're getting paid just to hit people and hit Irish people. You know? What happened if the Christians decided to gather in Mecca? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They'd all be stoned. Michelle Keane is at home making a Union Jack tricolour flagpole. Okay. A young mother and a 6-year-old daughter killed at Donegal. Devastating news. Where was that? I didn't hear that. By the people, not a country's government. Looks Pakistani. Yes. Do whatever it takes. The future breeding stock of era. Yeah, geez, people are flying up there now. We're up to 700 nearly there now.
Right.
Sheepdog, good man, Ferg. I've never met you, but I meet a lot of like-minded. Was fortunate to meet the special Karen and Nikki and more. Yeah, I have one there. Angela Leggett. Hi, Paul and Orla. Katie was on Galway radio. The young lady who was attacked by an immigrant in Galway 11th of February as she walked her dog. Brave lady had serious trauma. Had to have her face glued and a tetanus shot. Another lady they tried to keep quiet. It's disgraceful. Like years ago when something like this happened, if a woman was raped, when I was growing up, there'd be a photo fit put out and everybody in the area would know about this until this man was caught. And a proper
description. Yes.
Yeah.
I sent you on the 2 screenshots there about Mullingar.
Mullingar, let me see there. Were the only screenshots?
Yes. Did you send them on to me today? I think so. Would have been there this evening. I sent them on because I was trying to get through stuff.
I'm not seeing Mullingar. Mortgages halal. Oh, no. No, I'm not seeing that from Mullingar. I'll have a look again now in a minute. Go through some of these. How to buy a coffee or a beer. I'll put the coffee thing in there in the back. I'll put it in there. Hang on there. I'll put this up there.
Let me just go and check and see that I send it over.
People, we're at 700 there now. Fair play to everyone. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe. You don't even have to subscribe. Just like and share. Get it out to everyone. If you haven't played this, yes. I'm actually going to play this Dimple Dempsey video. Okay, that's what I'll do. I do like what Dimple does say. Some of the things. But yeah, I'll play this and we come back and we talk about it after that. That's it. Not walking fake. Yes. Let me just. No, what I'll do. I'll just pull it down. Bear with me. It's been a long Dimple. Now let's open it.
I want to put my opinion out on this thing that's happening on the 4th of May.
Okay. I'm just going to play this here. I really didn't send it over on it. Thank you, but I have it now. I'm just going to play this.
My opinion out on this thing that's happening on the 4th of July, I think it is, with the Muslims. This march has been going on for 4 years. It's been happening for 4 years, lads. Only RTE and the rest of it are publishing it now. Remember, we have 1 month, and Europe is going to start fining us if we haven't brought in hate speech laws. They need legal grounds to bring it in, and they're banking on your reaction. They're banking on your anger. They're banking on your frustration. And it's not that I don't understand it. I completely understand that you would be mad. But keep in mind that Ireland has religious freedom for all religions, meaning if you go up against them, you will be legally, oh, I saw grey. You'll be legally breaking the law and helping them.
Any excuse.
Just saying, Kevin's just saying that apparently the group gathering tomorrow are pro-Iran, the ones who fought ISIS in Syria. I've heard people say these lot would be more than likely support their cause. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know, Kevin. They've been marching the GPO for years. Many highlight if they need introduce hate speech laws by end of the month to get fined by Europe. This is what was said to me as well today. Like, I've been watching a few things today. Like, they've been doing this for years. Like, this is not a new thing. You know what I mean? So why are RTE putting this out? Are they putting this out in order to get a reaction? You know, so
Probably.
I don't know. Yeah. I can't see many folks turning up on Tuesday. Is that the Michelle thing? I don't know now, to be honest with you. I can't make it anyway, so. And I don't think Shin and Adina are. I think Michelle put out saying that Shin and Adina were going to marshal for it. I don't think they are, to be honest with you. Tomorrow could be confrontation and nobody can make it. Lol. Well, yeah, well, there's a lot of people can't make it. Like, I'm going to be honest, lads. It can't be on every one of them. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
You know, the guards, the mainstream media, the government, and now the GAA are against us. Everyone's against us, lads. Everyone. Pro IRGC at Kevin Coyle. Yeah. If we don't counter these Muslim show of power marches, now we will end up like London. Yes, I know. Guards look small and puny now. They do because they do. Get them all out. Mark Wright. At least Michelle isn't maintaining the division in Ireland. Yeah, okay. Chris Bourne, they were talking about it on the next space there in a few minutes. I don't know. Strange chat, to be honest. Okay, who was talking about it, Kev? What was the chat? Who were they? Have you on my phone, but can't get you live on my TV, YouTube. You'll get us on the A. Casey podcast. If you go into the A. Casey podcast on YouTube, you'll get it. That's where it's live on YouTube there. I'll tell you now where it is there. Yes. Anthony Casey live. Yeah, the A. Casey podcast. Yeah, that's where it is. If you're watching it on the telly. You can also, if you go on your telly, you can get pull up the internet and go www.theirishchannel.com/live, and that will come up on your television, Silver. Derek Guard, 16th of July will be there, maybe an hour or two late. Have to come up from East Cork. Can you drop the link to buy a coffee? I'm switching from Facebook to YouTube. Okay, I'll throw the link in here to buy a coffee.
Here's Derek.
No, hang on. Copy, boom, comments. Okay, I've just posted the link there in there to buy a coffee. Okay, in the comments. Should be in the comments there now. Paul Cyrus, I've left a clatter of guards speechless only earlier on calling them on who and what they are, how we see them, and how we'll untimely treat them. Yeah, well, that's what's going to happen. Yes, Paul, the guard are left en masse. These new militant uppity steroid clowns think they are street military. Yes, they do. Get them out. Get them out. Paddy, poor dear, she must be feeling helpless. Make an AI poem, then sit in your car and try get clicks. Okay. Don't know who we're talking about there. GPO was wide open to attack, as is Keane's demo, but most can't see it. Yeah, I think so. That poor girl, young woman Cork, O'Neill Prendeville, tormented by Roma in duplex apartments.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we heard about that.
seeing that. I think we went with that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we talked. Yeah,
Hope
we spoke
tomorrow
about that.
goes off peacefully. Really, I hope no Muslims are scared and feel unwelcome and want to leave as soon as they can.
We wish.
Yeah. Trying to strip us of our national identity. You've been doing that a while. That what a new thingy with the crown besides comment. I don't know what that is, the crown
We spoke
besides
about this,
comment.
yeah, the other evening. I don't know what they were
Oh,
talking
saying
about.
that the other night, yeah, I don't know what that
Mm.
is. I love Dimple. I like Dimple too. I do. I like Dimple.
Straight to the point.
Pizza. Good evening,
Oh,
Paula.
here we are.
Apologies for joining late. I should have let you know in advance. Cheers, Mark.
Orla.
Coiler is Kelly, your missus. That's my cousin. If so, Coiler is Kelly. Is Kelly your missus? That's my cousin. Okay, Kevin, is Kelly your missus? Yeah, okay. Everyone wants to fish. Nobody wants the fishing rod. Yeah. Faith, they are going to bring in hate speech laws anyway. Fuck the Islamists. Yeah. Vegas power.
Use any excuse.
Counter protests are a lefty move. No one on our side has ever called one. Please be careful of people's motives and study their words before you follow them blindly. God bless. Erden Gobrat. I think you're right, Ferg.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. That's why they're giving away the GPO as it's roiled up. Yeah. Depends on the brand of Islam. Iranians hate Saudis. Fuck the government, fuck the Garda, fuck the media. I recognise none of them. They're trespassers just like that. They bring in and protect them. The KY Martin and Van der Scum demands. Yeah, okay. What's that? The accident happened yesterday in Carndon in a show. A 6-year-old died yesterday and a 20-year-old passed away today. There was a car crash. I seen there was a car crash up that way today as well, wasn't there? That was that yesterday.
Jesus.
It's crazy, isn't it? We are damned if we do, damned if we don't. And as regards the hate speech law, so we may as well spring the trap and see what they're up against. Yeah. Kevin Coyle smells dodgy. It does 100%, especially given the month our government has to implement the hate speech laws. Perfect excuse to pass it if anything kicks off tomorrow. I agree with
and then you could
Kevin.
have agitated there as well.
If we leave the EU, we need to hold back our new currency or we'll be eaten alive by the market. Yeah. Jesus, my eyes are still burning, man. Jesus Christ. So just let them march in our GPO, banging their chests. They don't have the right to march and done our streets. Yes. Gabe Moore. The Crusaders worked it out and the Crusaders killed. Then they didn't run around the streets protesting and waiting to vote. They killed them. Evil must not exist amongst us and they will never take over. Drew, all the traps have been set. Yes, I think so too. There's the Boys of Coffee link there. It's in there. Like, sub, share. Thanks, Steady Eddie. Fair play to you. Gabe, more correct. I was trying. Paul O'Neill, why are loyalists marching in Dublin? Why aren't loyalists marching on government up the north? Is my question. Our government have no control on what happens up there. Yeah, I agree. All who can get there tomorrow, take your pipes and drums, sing hymns. As I said, I won't make it, so. What's this SAS motto? You fight violence with extreme violence. That's how you overcome evil. I never ever joined Facebook. I was warned years ago that they're collecting everything about you. They're doing it everywhere, mate. Doing it everywhere.
They're doing it on all social media.
There's a bleeding crown beside their comments. Today has been so sad. Yeah, it has. Angela Leggett, the marches should be finished. Cork has called for another one in August, but we should be keeping our dates free for airports and ports.
I agree.
Well,
yeah,
I agree too, Angela.
We need to be doing direct action. You know, there's no point in just having protests.
Yeah. RTE should be arrested. TDs. It's on YouTube. A crown icon next to your username in live chat indicates that the user is a moderator or channel owner. Okay, well, Anthony is a channel owner on that one. That's why. No more will I be corralled to the custom house, no man's land by questionable stains. I agree with you. I won't be either. I won't be going. I've had it with marches now. I've had it with protests. I really have. Unless we're going to do direct action, I'm not doing this. And I've been saying this for weeks, like, you know what I mean? And we are in talks to try and sort this. So we will be getting this sorted in the coming weeks. Late TV, enjoy your coffee. Thank you very much. I'm actually drinking, I'm drinking rooibos tea. Excuse me.
You get very posh.
It's full of antioxidants. Excuse me.
That's true.
I'm cleaning out my body. There's no bulmers going in here, I tell you. And Gavin is fighting tomorrow night. Gavin's fight is on tomorrow night in Corinthians Boxing Club. So if anyone can make it in there, if you haven't already got tickets, I think they're sold out. But he asked me to go in, so I might drop in tomorrow evening. Let's see. Did anyone see the Rock of Dunmas County Laois foreign men cooking next to the burial site? Shocking disrespect to Irish ancestors. It should be by law.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they don't
Cook.
care.
Now, I heard that they're having a big barbecue up in Powers Court this weekend, the Muslims. Now,
They have that all the time.
Honest. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. But like, I remember being up in Powers Court about 5 years ago and you weren't allowed to take out, if you took out one of them, you were told to put it away, you know?
Yes, but Paul, that's because it's you.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want.
That's it, they don't like me. Michelle is trying to bring enemies together. What Ireland do you want? Islam too busy bickering. Yeah, okay. Del G, what was that one there? Sorry, the euro was fucked now anyway. It's going digital October. I'm not working for digital currency, my whole.
No, well, that's all about
TBH,
control
what do you
anyway.
think of Muada? He was criticising Michelle for the 8th of July call. I did see that video. I did see it. I might have it there. I might play it in a while. Gabe Moore, I'm sorry, but this has to be the way. It's an invasion and people are protesting while children and women are getting raped or murdered. We are protesting. Look at Ukraine and Israel for invasion. Yeah. Rugamorph Martin has the right idea about the next action step. Yes, he has. Where is he tonight? He's probably on the gargle tonight, towards the night. Paul O'Neill, silver. That's the question. The GPO is changing and it's not needed after October. And once you get rid of the main one, all will follow. Digital euro. Yeah. Dave Daly, when are we going to Blockrow Park? If we're serious, or kiss Ireland goodbye? Well, aren't Dublin playing Cork on is it Sunday, Saturday or Sunday? There'd be a good time for it to do it there now. It's going to piss an awful lot of people off, but hey, listen. We're already pissing people off, aren't we? So, yeah. Saoirse Allen, yeah. Saoirse Nahair and bang on, Paul, yeah. Detoxing so with the tea, Paul. Yes, I'm detoxing. That's what I'm doing, yeah. All the years of neglect. That's what it is. You'd want the point of holy water, never mind the tea.
Very true. Exercising.
Who, me? I wouldn't. I know holy water. No way. Looking forward to the dark nights and partly so the migrant rapists. Yeah, I agree. Trade unions.
Look, go back there. Go back. The comment before. No, not that one. Crying and drinking tea.
Crying and drinking gay tea, Fitzy. Jesus, man. Yeah.
We're dealing with a new Paul these days.
Yeah. Well, it was a sad day, honestly. It was a very sad day today, honestly, it was. I've been drinking tea a while. Paul Healy. Paul and Orla sound deflated. Maybe it's time to have a big barbecue at the iPass Centre. Yeah, maybe. Listen, I'm all for that. I'm all for get us all out and have a bit of crack, you know what I mean? Like have a big barbecue somewhere, or you know, instead of marching everyone down the bleeding road from the Garden of Members to the GPO, have a bit of fun with everyone, you know what I mean? Bring everyone together and have a bit of crack, you know what I mean? Instead of this bullshit, everyone goes home then or you'll go on the piss for a day and then it's all forgotten about, you know what I mean? And nothing's done.
I know.
You know, the people who are marching us down here need to be questioned. You know what I mean? Need to block Dublin Airport on a weekday. Yes, we do. As I said, lads, the new Crusades are right here in Ireland. Yes, they are.
You said that last night, Barry.
Yeah. I'm pissed off for the past few years, lads. Protests are jokes. Yes, and I agree with you. I'm done protesting. Nothing changes till hundreds of thousands are on the streets.
Right.
And I'm not going to get hundreds and thousands. Paul, I'm a chef 40 years and I'll cook barbecue for us all. No bother. Fair play to you, Silver. I'll even help myself. You know, Elizabeth, Paul, sort of British Bay and have a nationalist party would be great crack, music, etc. Yes, exactly. Right, I'm going to just play. Will we play the British stuff?
The what?
Will we
Do you mean the
play
album?
the British? What?
You mean the Avon stuff from Blessington?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, what did I say? British. Sorry,
British.
yeah.
You're thinking of British Bay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with.
There
There's
is
2
4
interviews.
videos in total.
There's 4 videos, but I'm going to just go with you. You're talking about this first, so I'll go with this first.
So I'm just after coming into Blessington town, and I just wanted to take a wander around. So there's plenty of shops, cafes and restaurants here, but it really made me think about the knock-on effect of the Avon being closed for tourists. If you don't have tourists coming in, then they're not coming into the local town and they're not spending money. So that means then the local economy is being held together by the locals. That is a huge knock-on effect. So we need to be asking our government, what exactly is going on here? Why is so many tourist places being closed? You know, why is so much being done against the Irish people? Like, you would hate to see this town, which is a beautiful town, in a year, 2, 3 years' time, several businesses closing because they can't keep up. They can't keep up with the high rent, they can't keep up with the lack of money being spent. Like, why would something like this, you know, be done on purpose, which nearly feels like what has been done at the moment? And those questions need to be asked.
Good questions, Orla. Well done. You're getting better at this, I swear to God. I need to be looking for a new co-host. You'll be out
Do
on
you
the
want to
ground
know what
all the
happened to
time.
me? Do you want to know what happened?
Go on.
Oh, trust me. It'd have to happen to me. So Blessington town is literally 1 street long. So I have a couple of videos just showing the Avon, just to explain what's
How
going,
it's there, yeah,
just what it looks like. So anyway, I went in, I did that first, and then I went in to the town, and it was really sunny, and I was trying to do the videos, and then the light wasn't great, so I said, right, I'll stand under this tree. So I'm in the middle of doing a video, and all of a sudden, I could find this on the top of my head, and I was like,
Oh
oh, for the
no.
love of God, poor shit on me.
That's good luck, apparently. Did you do a lot though?
Well, you know what? I won €13 on the lottery today.
Happy days. Happy
I was
days.
like,
Well done.
I was like, oh my God almighty. Like, is this where my future is going?
You'd be grand. You'd be grand. I'm gonna just go with this one here. This is you talking about. It's just an overview of it. Okay, so we'll go with this.
Yeah, it could start off. Just put up the first one. Because I thought they were in a row. Must have been the way I sent it over. Because I need to show the cafe first and then down to the next one.
Yeah, I'll sort that now.
So as you can see, this is the Avon here. So there's a restaurant and cafe and rooms inside there as well that they can hold events in. Here we have some of the houses. Now, I'm not fully sure how many houses are here, but there's all different areas where they're set up. But again, beautiful houses, fairly new looking. That looks like Ukrainian reg. So again, absolutely fantastic houses. That could be very easily used for the Irish, or even part of them left aside for tourism.
So
these again are some of the houses.
There is quite a few of them. And then if you go on to the next video, it'll show the surrounding area where the houses are.
Over here.
So these again are some of the houses. So over there you have the Avon with the restaurant and cafe. And this area here where you can see there's a coffee dock. There's actually a bar there and a few different setups for when they have events. And as you can see, this is where the lake is. Now it's all closed off here because they're doing building work. But there is a pathway there down to it. But look how close the lake is. And they do sporting activities and all that down at this lake. So like this place would attract a lot of tourists. So instead of these houses, and there is quite a few of them, being either given to rent to the Irish or even a small amount of them held off for tourists, they're all going to be turned into iPass. And that's going to have a huge knock-on effect on the local economy as well, because money won't be spent and there's going to be no increase in hiring people for jobs. So it's very, very sad to see.
Wow.
Like, it's a fabulous place. I was going to go for a walk down to the lake, but there was a guy hanging around, so I just said no, I'd stay up that end. But like, it's beautiful there, absolutely fantastic. And a lot of people walk their dogs and go down to the lake and they do sports and all that sort of stuff. So it is a fantastic area. A fella called Mel Sutcliffe owns it.
Oh, we know who Mel Sutcliffe is.
Mm.
Oh, we
That,
know who
that's
he is.
that's who
He's a
he is. That's who
scumbag.
owns it.
He owns.
Mm.
He also owns the ESB building in East Wall. Mel Sutcliffe owns a lot of them. And the only person calling out Mel Sutcliffe is who? Gavin Pepper.
Pepper.
The
Mm.
only one. He was at Capita, I think Capita Finance, is his one. He was there the other day. He knocked on the door. We played the video. Do you remember?
Oh yes.
Gavin
Yeah.
is the only one who's calling out Mel Sutcliffe. Why are the
Mm.
others not calling out Mel Sutcliffe? That's the question that needs to be asked here. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play Leroy's interview, and then we will. Jesus, the comments are flying in here. Sorry, lads.
And then there's two interviews with Carol.
Yeah. Paul, college fees going up, won't be able to afford accommodation, ideal for to house migrants in all student accommodation, like Ballymun, they change use. Yes, it's lads, you're throwing in stuff to me there, and I'm not going to get through it. Is Ferg not going tomorrow? I don't know. You'll have to ask Ferg. Ferg was away. I don't know whether he's back now or not. Exactly, Paul. Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm going to just we'll do Leroy's, and then we will do
the two from
Carol's.
Carol then.
Okay, yeah, we'll do Leroy first.
So I'm here today in Wicklow at the Avon in Blessington, and I'm here with Leroy. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
So you're here with the Blessington Says No.
Absolutely, yeah. Here, there's a hotel and a holiday resort here with something like 60 houses. We've had some of the people that are living in the houses have came up here and had a chat with us. Some of the Ukrainian ladies. They've been living here for a number of years. They settled down here in Blessington. Their children are going to school here, and they've had a written notice saying that they have to be out by the August the 8th this next month. So they have no idea where they're going. They're very upset about what's happening. They felt guilty in the first place that the Irish actually moved out of the houses for them to move in. And now it's the same thing is happening to them. They're being moved out. And there's going to be, I suppose, other men moving in here like everywhere else.
So more than likely it's iPass coming in.
More than likely, sure. It's the same in every other town. So I can't see it being any different here in Blessington.
And do you know how many houses there are down there?
I'm not sure. There's word that there's 66 houses, but I think they're building on other houses down there as well. I'm not sure on the ins and outs, but there are definitely plans to put more modular homes or of some description down there. Plus, there's 66 houses and there's a hotel there as well, and a lake and a beautiful walk that's all starting to be closed off for the public. So it's not a very good situation for Blessington here. It's another beautiful piece of countryside getting destroyed by our government.
Exactly, 100%. And this is a fantastic tourist place.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's absolutely
people
gorgeous.
Going in and out here all day long, and if this, like, it won't be safe for people to be coming down here and walking around. As you see in other parts of Ireland, these people are running amok around our country.
And are you getting much support from the locals?
Again, absolutely fantastic support from the locals. Like, if you come into the camp, the food and the generosity of the people of Blessington is absolutely amazing. I want to say a big thank you to all the people of Blessington. You're absolutely amazing.
That's brilliant. That's great to get it. And you've a great setup here now with the camp as well.
Oh, it's coming together. It's more like glamping now at this stage.
And you're saying it's going 24/7?
It's 24/7, 7 days a week. We need help. Like, it can't be just down to a few of us here to do this all the time. We need other men, women. It doesn't make a difference what town you're from, what part of the country from, what country you're from. Come on down to the camp. We'll have a chat, meet the people. Everybody's absolutely wonderful. There's children come down here, have the crack, have the chat. It's bringing the communities back together. And it's great to see the communities pulling together to do something like this and keep it going.
And how do you find things here in the local area in relation to facilities if they start bringing in a couple of hundred men?
What facilities? Where is the facilities? There is no facilities. Like, as I say to people lately, like, if you go around your town after 10 o'clock, no matter which town it is, on a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, you're walking down to a ghost town. There's nobody, there's no activity, there's no hustle and bustle, there's no people going out, there's no kids out going on dates, going to the cinema. Like, what is happening to this country?
Exactly. And then they're going to turn around and throw in maybe another 100 or whatever men in on top of it.
God
What are
knows
these people going to do?
What are they going to do wandering around? There's only so many times you can walk around the lake.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do after that?
100%. Well, listen, Leroy, you're doing fantastic work here, and we wish you the very best of luck with everything, and do keep us updated. And thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you, Orla.
Fair play.
It's a fantastic setup. It's brilliant. And just as I was finishing chatting to Leroy, this lady pulled up and she was like, "Oh my God, it's Orla." And her name is Carol. So she watches the show the whole time.
I'm just going to comment on this. Not Jim Cork. No need to put comments up. Dictator Paul decides or rejects comments. If you heard me 2 minutes ago, I said, "Oh, Jesus, 60 comments." I missed a load of comments, and that's why I didn't. Listen, I put up everyone's comments here, mate. You know what I mean? Come on. It's stop with the bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Give it a rest. If you have a comment that I missed, put it back up again and I will put it up for you. That's no problem. You know what I mean? I don't do that. You know what I mean? Now, in saying that, if they're bad comments and they're vulgar comments, I'm not going to put them up. Simple as that. You know, but if they're a valid comment, I will put them up. Coastal area of Doon in County Clare, big tourist area, a hotel use for Ukrainians now are being evicted from men in the remote area. This is mental. I agree. Nobody
and I was making that comment as well, right? So the Ukrainians in the Avon and other places are being moved to somewhere else. So where are they going? Are they taking houses from the Irish? Because then what's happening is iPads are coming in. So it's like this vicious circle. Do you know, there's no end to it.
Yeah, of course they are. My dad sent me a thing this morning, 2 black girls, poor black girls that are working and they're in the iPad system and they're looking for houses in Dublin. Oh, God. You know what I mean? There's people on the list.
What about the Irish lying on the street?
This is it. You know, it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter anymore. Lads, by the way, if there's anyone up at the camp, send me a message on the WhatsApp number and I can bring you in live. I'll send you the link to come in live and we can have a chat live from there if you want. That's no problem. So the number is 089 203 1521, 089 203 1521. And I'll have no shouting or anything like that. So if there's anyone there that's going to come on shouting, don't let them on, Leroy. Okay. So if there's anyone up there, please give us a shout and we'll bring you on live. Okay. What's this now? Pollock Holes, ha. Yeah. Okay. Your man Cork hasn't come back. In fairness, are doing great work. I appreciate you. Thanks very much, Paddy. Fair play. Ukrainians are making videos and pointing their own on what to do on arrival. Yeah, they're all doing it. The blacks, the whole lot, the Nigerians, Irish people must come first in their country. I agree with you.
100%.
Saxon is like the sea, goes out with the leaves, swimming pools of water, the people scuba dive. Yes. Bridgie Wallace. How are you, Bridgie? Same thing happened to Ukrainians in the Carrow Hotel. They were replaced. Shamrock Sean, what happened to the guy who was living in the woods? The tent that got destroyed. Yeah. Del G, will you put blessing on, Paul? They need support. Sound. Yes, I will. If there's anyone down there, they can come down. You know what I mean? Or they can come in live and talk to us. I've no problem. Send me on a message there, whoever.
Yeah.
Like,
do you want to get Carol's videos done as well, just in case the lads are coming on?
Yeah, we get Carol's video done now. Do you want
to
go
the longer one first, and then wait till you hear. It was only chatting to her afterwards, and she just thought of this conversation she had with an older lady, and that's the shorter video. Wait till you hear that.
Yeah. Okay. We play Carol first. Okay, and then we play the short one. Cool.
So I'm just after running into Carol, who is a local resident here, and she's also an avid watcher of the show. And Carol, you also said you're a writer.
I am, yes, yeah. I'm Carol Coffey. Yeah.
Fair play to you. And Carol, what are you thinking about the situation at the moment?
I think it's very worrying for the town. It's a beautiful town. It's very safe. We only have a part-time Garda station, so it's not 24 hours. We have had absolutely no problem with Ukrainians being here, and we've been very welcoming. And our group itself is actually multicultural. We have people from all parts of Europe in this actual 24-hour camp. So anybody that comes out and says we're racist, it's sloppy, it's not intelligent, they're not asking us the right questions. What we are worried about is a whole group of single men coming here who do not have our values, who do not think that women walking down the road on their own are not looking to be raped, or think that children are sexual beings when they're 9 years of age. These are not the type of people we want walking around amongst us. And it's not as if we don't have any evidence of what's going on. I mean, we have it up there on a lot of our pamphlets here about the amount of child abductions, murders, rape, sexual assaults have gone up through the roof since the government opened their borders. I myself have emailed Jim O'Callaghan on numerous occasions. They do not care what's happening to the ordinary person. And I'm not sure if you've seen what came out lately. Jerry O'Neill here, one of our TDs, he had a meeting with Edward Timmins, who is our local minister, and who we've asked to meet with 3 times and who is refusing to meet with us. And there is not even one IPAS or one IPAS person in Greystones, but they're all here in the west of Wicklow, where resources are short, people are not that well off, you know. You couldn't get a doctor in this town now if you wanted to. Everybody is travelling to try and see a doctor. But if they come into the IPAS, they're taken into the service straight away. We're not. Doesn't matter what your health complaints are, you still have to travel. So the knock-on effect that it has on our lives, so taking away our safety. I don't walk out on my own anymore without my husband, which is ridiculous this day and age. And we actually came here to prepare for retirement, thinking we'd have lovely walks down by the lake, but you cannot go down there now. You know, it's just too unsafe, and it's about to get a lot more unsafe.
And that's the issue, because nobody knows who these people are coming in. They're getting rid of their passports. There's no proper vetting system. You know, even if we'll say their name is whatever, how do you know that's their real name? How do you know whether they've committed crimes?
Yeah.
And as you said yourself, like, the effect on the local economy, this is a tourist place.
Yes.
You know, these buildings should be opened up either for tourists or rented out to Irish people. We've nearly 16,000 homeless.
Yes.
You know, what's the agenda behind this?
It's all about money. Mel Sutcliffe owns this. We have tried to kind of contact them and raise our concerns and that, and all we get is abuse from some of the staff when they come out. It's all about money. They will get an awful lot more money for housing IPAS people than they will for Ukrainians. So the last of the Ukrainians here have to move out on the 8th of August. And some of those are families, women, mostly women with children, and they have to move out. But before
and where are they going? Like, this is the thing. They're in here at the moment. They have to be moved to somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that again is taken away from Irish people.
Exactly.
And then IPAS are coming in. So like, it's like a vicious circle.
Yeah. And Irish are coming last in everything. So, I mean, those houses initially during, you know, our housing crisis, those houses were initially all rented by Irish people, and they were all put out on the road to house Ukrainians. And now the Ukrainians are being pushed out for IPAS, and it's all for the dollar. So Mel Sutcliffe, who owns this, is willing to put all the women and children, young girls at risk in this community for money.
Exactly. And also as well, there's no tourism. Like,
no tourism.
If you have no people coming down and staying in those houses, they're not spending money in the local economy.
Yeah.
So that has a knock-on effect in relation to employment and everything like that. Where's the care about that?
Exactly. And there's no care about it. And as I say, we've really tried to reach out to Edward Timmins. He is not interested in talking to us. I think he forgot who elected him. But we won't forget it in the next round of elections. And hopefully they'll happen sooner than that. As you can see when you go down to town, it is a tourist town. That's all it has to offer. You know, so our restaurants, our pubs, little coffee shops, they're empty.
That's mad, isn't it?
Mm.
Like, people are, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you think that's crazy? Wait till you hear the next story.
The next one she talks about. Okay, let's have a look. Carol. Okay.
So Carol, you have a story of an elderly lady in the local vicinity.
Yes, there's a lady that lives quite close by here, and at the end of one of our marches, she stood and talked to me, and she said the biggest problem for her with the IPAS centre being here is that the one thing she loves to do every day is go into this graveyard here and talk to her husband But what started happening was there was a man hiding, crouching down behind the trees there, and she got afraid. She wasn't, and now she doesn't come up anymore. So an old lady at that stage of her life, living locally, able to walk over to see her husband every day, and now she can't do it because she's afraid of this person that's hiding in the bushes.
And he was hiding in the bushes.
Yes, yeah, and it wasn't once; it was on several occasions.
And you were saying there is issues with the graves as well.
Yes, things been taken off graves, ornaments, flowers. I mean, to what purpose? Why would anybody do that? This is the point we're making. These people cannot assimilate into our lives. We have respect for the dead, we have respect for our graves. Nobody would dream of doing anything like that.
100%. And that's the graveyard there, just behind that wall.
Yeah, it's a beautiful old graveyard.
So it's right beside here.
Right beside it.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
It's a terror that this is what's happening in this country.
It is, yeah.
And the government is standing by this and thinking it's okay.
Yep. Seems to be fine by them. They don't know how we're living because they're going around with security guards. Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks, Carol.
Very welcome.
Now imagine that. Imagine an elderly lady cannot go and visit her husband's grave in peace without a man hiding in the bushes. And then they're out stealing off the graves.
But
Like,
they're doing
this
it in
is just
Fairview
horrendous.
Park as well. Like, the kids can't even be in Fairview Park anymore. Like, they're hiding in beside the playground in bushes. What are they doing in the bushes? They're injecting themselves and everything. And again, as you're saying,
They're sure as hell not in planting trees or doing anything useful anyway.
no, join patrols, lads. Yeah, that's what you need to do. And there's your patrols there. www.shinanadina.ie. Contact us at Shinanadina, become a member, join one of the county groups and get out on patrols, and you look after your own community. This is in your own hands here, people. Like, at Shinanadina, we're not telling you what to do. You tell us what to do. If you need our help, we will go and help you. But you need to help yourself. You need to get your own people on the ground, people in the area, and do your own patrols. That's how you take back control here, because the guards are doing nothing. You go and report something to the guards, they tell you, oh, what can I do? What can we do? We didn't do anything wrong. Get on your patrol and move these people. That's what you do. You get these people out of here.
We need the locals. In every county, we need the locals out.
Yeah,
you know,
we do.
Will you just, Carol actually had sheets of paper that I took a screenshot of, and there was good statistics on it. It's just, it's a white sheet.
I have it here. I'll put it up there now, and I will present that. There it is there. Okay. We are a group called Blessing and Says No, made up of concerned parents and grandparents. Our group is a multicultural and includes people from Ireland and, of course, but also English, Polish, Latvians, and Spanish and Ukrainian people, all concerned for their families in Blessington. Mel Sutcliffe, the owner of the Avon, evicted Irish people and offered these houses to Ukrainians. Now the Ukrainians have been evicted, with only the last few families due to be evicted on August 8. The Avon will then put up at least 170 single unvetted males from the Middle East and East Africa into our town. Men who come from a society that do not value women, believe any women seen out alone can be raped, view children as young as 9 as sexual beings, and have no issue with murdering Christians, and all to make more money from Mel Sutcliffe. Since our government opened our borders, there have been 73 women and 2 men have been raped, 65 sexual assaults, 98 attempted child abductions, 120 stabbings, over 100 public order incidents, including naked men running down streets in front of children. Is this what you want for your town? If you help us by offering just a few hours of your time to man the gate, we believe we can stop this. If you want to help, approach any of our friendly volunteers. If you choose not to help and we lose this battle, then do not wonder what went wrong when you can no longer walk safely about Blessington. It will be too late. This time is running out to save our beautiful town, our way of life, and our way of freedom. Please boycott the Avon. It's people trafficking now. Well said. Well said. So yeah, it's It's horrible, isn't it?
Actually, Leroy was great because he was a man. Stopped the car while we were there, and he was able to just rhyme off all these numbers, like of statistics in relation to rapes and assaults and all this sort of stuff. It was actually really, really good.
Yeah. Mel Sutcliffe. Remember the
Remember that
name.
name, yeah. Mhm.
Somebody asked, does he own Euro cycles and Euro babies? I think he does, because we actually done a protest a couple of years ago on bicycles up to his house. Do you remember that? Yeah. Everyone went up there on bikes. Gavin was on a bike. They were all on bikes, yeah. Blessington was a nice town. Not now. I see a
It's
new
only one
patrol.
street, one main
Yeah.
street. That's all it is.
I see a new patrol group called Shield in the UK. Thousands are registering. It's the only way, guys. I've seen that myself, Shield. But listen, Shinanadina is here. This is what we have in Ireland. Shinanadina is our Shield. And we're up to well over 1,000. I think we're 1,400 now members, and it's
1400,
grown
I think,
stronger.
actually said, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's grown stronger day by day. I only when I say I'm the admin of 3 groups, and I'm also on the council. And we have, I think I left 4 people. I didn't let, I admitted 4 people into the groups today on Dublin North. So we have probably 20 people in Dublin North. We've 40 or 50 people in Dublin South. We people everywhere, all over the country. But we need people in Wexford as well. I have a friend in Wexford that needs a bit of help. And if we can get in contact, if the lads from Wexford can contact me, I need just to get out there and give that lady a bit of help, because we haven't got that many in Wexford. So if anyone can join the Wexford group, I have someone down there that needs a bit of help from Shinanadina. So yeah, please join us. And listen, you just stick on the jacket, you go out on patrol. You don't have to wear the jacket you don't want. There's blue
High
armband you
vis
can
vest, yeah.
blue vest, and there's a blue armband you can wear. And it's just to show people in the area that we're there, that we're out there to help. And that's all we're doing. Like people, like you have some of them.
You're just walking around, and you're taking note of all the buildings that may or may not be suspicious. You're not sure, and just taking photographs and just keeping an eye on things,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
just seeing, just as I said, just having a presence around.
That's it. And people see there's a presence around now, and it's not just immigrants that we're looking at either. Like, if there's any antisocial behavior in the area or like that, we'd be stopping that as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is Irish kids that are acting the maggot as well. They need to be stopped as well. It's not just foreigners, and I'll reiterate that. You know what I mean? It's not. You know what I mean? If there's anything going on in your area and you're worried about it, come to us and we will help you out. Ireland used to be the world's best country. Yes, I agree. And listen, I know women now who want to move away. They're not safe. They're not happy. We need to take back this country and make it safe again. We really do, because I have 3 young kids. I have friends, I've women friends, I've men friends. They're all afraid of their life here. You know what I mean? And they're in these groups doing this. But we need more people in the groups. Let's get off your arse, lads, and go out and walk around. Like, stop watching football. Like, the football's not on now until August. Come out and help us out. You know what I mean? We need more men on these patrols. There's a lot of women on these patrols, and I'll be honest with you, the women have bigger balls than the men nowadays. I'm being honest with you, because and that's, I'm not just saying that because women are going to win this fight for us. I'm telling you now, because the men are too laid back. They're just sitting back there on the steady income, and they don't give a shit anymore. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 holidays a year, I don't care. That's the way they are. You know what I mean?
Well, the lads were saying to me last night, we were walking around in Kilkenny, and they were just saying, like, it's great to be feeling like we're doing something, even though, like, all we were doing was just kind of, monitoring buildings and things like that. It still felt like you were being active, that you were just doing something.
You're giving something back, yeah. You're trying to better the community. That's it. You know what I mean? And call these people out. You know what I mean? You have to call these people out. All right, Paul, mate. How are you? All right. Hi, lady. As I said, nobody has texted me in from. Oh, hold on, have they? No, they haven't. Nobody has texted me in from down there yet. So maybe they don't want to come on. Bridgie Wallace, East Africa, lovely. More drug problems. Yes, you're right. A few more. I was there, Paul. Liz Pepper, I was there, Paul. Wait, Liz. Are you there now this evening, Liz? If you can get one of the lads to text me. Dahi, okay. Is there anywhere to park up near the Blessing camp? Yes, there is,
Yes.
Orla, isn't there? It's loads of parking
Well,
spots.
yes. You can go down actually to where the Avon is, and there's parking there.
Yeah. So I'll be down. I might drop down the weekend myself, though, just to have a
It's
look.
a great, like they have a really good setup, like, you know.
Yeah.
And that
And can you
woman,
go for a
Carol, like
walk
that's
now?
how I met her. She pulled in to see what the lads wanted to eat. Like she's doing food and everything for them, like chicken curries and the whole lot, you know. So they're getting a
Chicken
lot of
curries
support
and
from the
all.
locals, which is
I
great.
might go down myself. I like an old chicken curry. You know what I mean? Yeah. Liz went on to cycle too. And is there somewhere to walk down there? Can you go for a walk and all? Or are
Yeah, but
they all?
just that video I showed you all around there, you can walk down to the lake and everything.
What's that there? Paul Fitz, can the process, the Kulak says no, used to be used across the board.
Yeah, board.
Yeah. Well, the lads from Kulak were there for months, like, you know what I mean? They had great, like, people in the area used to drop down food, wood, the whole lot. And then the lefties came in and Antifa came in and burned the camp. And listen, that's what you need to be watching. You know what I mean? That's what you need to be watching. The Muslims are outside the GPO yesterday. Tomorrow, the Irish must get to the Dáil because the Muslims will get to the GPO tomorrow. Another building all our history and ancestors' history, GPO. Good man, Paul McKeown. We need a new strategy. We do. Lady of Orla roasting that day. Yes. Simple pimple. So the Irish will be a no-show tomorrow at the GPO. I don't know, to be honest with you. Deport every last one of them. J. Cal. Evening window, man. Yeah. Be UK and Ireland, southern and northern men, one or two hanging around ancient churches in towns waiting for women to walk alone and the short go home. Please be very careful, ladies. Yes. And it's happening in the pubs here as well. Last week, we only talked about it last week. There was a girl in the toilet, and when she came out of the toilet, her and her friend, there was a Pakistani man come out of the other toilet next door to her. Now, these weren't, and this is another thing about these gender neutral toilets. You don't know who's in the toilet beside you.
Yeah, I know.
I was out, this is no messing. I was out at a communion 3 weeks ago, out in a place out in Hout. Okay. It was Finn Later's out in Hout. And I went in and I says to your man, I says, the toilets. He said, yeah, just out there. So there was only one set of toilets, but there was 4 cubicles. And I said to your man, where's the men's and where's the women's? Oh, they're gender neutral. I said, what do you mean they're gender neutral? He said, well, anyone can use them. I said, I have a 10-year-old daughter there going in there. I said, so you're telling me there's a bloke in the cubicle next to them? Yeah, they're gender neutral. I had to stand at the door with the child, let her go into the toilet. And a man came in and he says, I'm sorry, mate. He said, but I have to go to the toilet. I said, listen, you're all right. I said, but this is just not on. I said, what happens late at night? You know what I mean? If there's a girl in there, and listen, it's not right, these gender neutral toilets. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, hang on. Carl said this. Join your local gun club. Yeah, Fergus Power. If every Dublin young fella from the flats stood up, we could stop it tomorrow. We defeated an empire before. We can do it again by the grace of God. Our innocent children are the only banner you need to fight under. Yes, I agree, Ferg. Get fit,
100%.
take up MMA. Yeah. Catherine Collin. Fitzy shot the turret. We have your tea, tissues, and hot water bottle ready for you.
Getting there, yes. And I'm the woman.
I am a little bit tired. Like, I am, you know what I mean? Like, it's been a hectic day. It's not, I've just been, I had to drop my dad to get his car done.
Has it been emotional?
It's been emotional, yeah. It's been emotional. Hi, Paul.
Hey,
Snow
Frank.
J. It hasn't been emotional yet. Frank Barron, how are you, Frank? How's things? Hi, Flo. When the women are bad, they're terrible. But when they're good, they're the best fighters for Ireland you'll ever get. I agree with you. GPO 5 years ago, same few faces there. Orla, are you from Kilkenny? My family are the Lanigans, if you know Icy. Icky.
No. I live in Carlow.
Carlo, yeah.
But I'm from Cavan.
Yeah, she's from Cavan. You know by the accent, don't you? Do you know this is jihad is waging war against you, raping your women and children? Yes, I know. I know exactly what it is. It's the other people that need to know. Can it know current solutions needed? And the arrest of the traitors in the Dáil. Yes, I agree. I agree with all of that. Lads, I've loads of Frank Barron. I joined Wexford. I won't wear any jacket or armband. Okay, Frank, that's
You don't
grand.
have
Fair
to.
play to you. You don't have to wear it. You don't have to wear anything. Just once you're out on patrols, our lads will be with you. You don't have to wear, and that's it. People don't have to wear the armbands. You don't have to wear the jackets. You don't have to do that. Once you're out on patrol, should there's lads in South Dublin says no, don't wear the bands or the jackets. They just go out on patrol. And fair play to them all for doing that, you know. But Frank, I have a friend in Wexford who needs a bit of help. She's getting an awful terrible time down there from Antifa and the guards actually. So yeah, if you can touch base with me. Agree, John. It's the women at the front of it all. Yeah. Billy Bogus. All can be verified in a court of law. Fuck Islam. Yes. Don't encourage him, Shamrock Sean. Okay. Bollocks, the women win this fight. We need men of 1960. The women and kids are the prize spoils of war. Strong, independent women are the reason. Boom. We're back. We went off a minute, Orla. What's
Yeah,
happening
you
there?
kind of went
Something's
frozen
happening.
something for a second.
Somebody's at the hacking in there. Did you see that? What? Yeah, I went off there for a minute.
Mm.
Wait, lads, I'm way behind on the comments here.
Mm. Do you want to start
Yeah.
throwing up some more stuff? A good bit to get through.
Yeah. Jim, the Cork protest. Brussels is evil. There's nothing good about being a member of the European Union. Yes. I was late for the Cork protest. Davy, the
Yes.
leftists brought in their perverted ideology to satisfy the foreign scum they encourage to come. Next on the agenda is lowering the age of consent. Yes, it is. Emer, great show as always, Paul and all the brilliant interviews. Yeah, hey, Emer, and hey, that's Martin's mommy. Hello, Emer. How are you? And hi, Sheepdog, Fergus Drew, and Paul Mac, Dodgy, Damo, Wicklow, and South Dublin. We need more men and women to join our Wicklow patrols. Yes, okay, Damo. Wicklow and South Dublin, we need more men and women to join our Wicklow patrols. Yes, please do. I'm actually in charge of Loud. Not in charge, but I'm sort of overseeing Loud, Meath, and Dublin. So yeah, if you can send in, get into the groups. Now we also have groups. We have safety groups. Listen. Come in and have a look. Go onto the website. You'll be able to go onto the WhatsApp groups. You send in your video, and your video that's sent in is not kept. As soon as you send in the video, we know who you are. We know we can trust you. We've been infiltrated once. We don't want that happening again because all our numbers were leaked. Anyone that was anyone that was in the admins was leaked, and we don't want that happening again. That's exactly why we have the vetting process, the video. So your video is deleted straight away. Nothing is being saved, or don't listen to the shit that people are telling you about this because we are not.
Just make sure people are who they are.
Yeah,
and that
that's
they're
all.
genuine. If you're genuine, there's no issue. You've frozen again.
Why do we keep going here? Something's happening here. Are there any groups in Sligo? Yes, I think there is a group in Sligo. Let me just check while I'm on here and I'll tell you.
Hold on a second.
Let me just check that. Shinadina community. Limerick, Clare, Carlow. Social media, Kenny was coming. Oh, Kerry Utley. No, we don't seem to have a Sligo. Oh, we do have a Sligo group. Yeah, we do. Yeah. I'll call out the groups there for you. I'll call out the groups there. We have, okay. We have Meath, we have Louth, we've Dublin North, we've Kildare North, we've Dublin City, we've Kildare South, we have Cork, we have Donegal, we have Limerick City, we've Clare, Tipperary, Wexford, Galway, Westmeath, Clonmel, Kilkenny, Roscommon, Waterford, Carrick-on-Shore, Kerry, County, Mayo, Monaghan, Laois, Antrim, Derry, Sligo, Down, and Fermanagh. So we have them in 30 counties, I think, at the moment. So go on to shinanadina.ie and that's where you go. Go into shinanadina.ie. You'll see where the WhatsApp groups are. request, and an admin will contact you, and you can join that group after you send in the video, and we know who you are, and organise patrols. But people, please, if you're not going to do the patrols, don't be joining the groups, because you're just cluttering up the groups. But please join the groups if you're willing to do patrols. There's day patrols and there's night patrols. That's what we're doing. So please, if you can, join us. Jesus, we're up to 1,000 there now. 1,000 for Thursday night's not bad, are it? So
Very
far.
good. Thank you.
And we've still another 45 minutes left. So there you go, people. Yeah, we've hit 1,000. Fair play to everybody. And keep sharing, keep sharing. And if you can buy us a coffee, There you go. And you can watch us there on X, Fitzy Dub, Anthony L. Casey, Rugger Morph, and on Earning Force 123. You can get us on WhatsApp, and you can get us on Paul Fitzsimons on Facebook and www.yourchannel.com/live. I might be getting something said there. Eva Longoria. Yeah, okay. What did you say? Jesus, these comments are flying in here, lads.
Sure, there's still a load of stuff to go through.
Waterford the 26th of July, all support in Waterford, thanks. Yes, Waterford on the 26th, yes. There's a few to go in. I bought an Irish flag, country flag from Temu. I didn't realise how small it looked when I put it on my car window. Well, I just put it on straight away. It looks bigger than the Irish stickers.
Oh, no.
All right, Frank Barron. All right, bud. Yeah. Pat, you don't see me bitching online or giving out. I know what happened. I am not going to say anymore. I'm not here to divide groups or posting shit online. People need two sides to the story. Okay. I don't know what that was, but okay. I'll be in Port Leash. I'll be in Port Lara. Yeah, that's right. That's Waterford. Paul, you're glitching mad. Yeah, I know. There's something going on here for some reason, and it's not my internet. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Well, thank you, Paul. Yeah, okay. Can you set up a super chat, Paul, so I can donate on a quicker pace? It's a super chat. I don't know what a super chat is.
Never heard of it.
Murder, rape, theft. Yeah. You can also Revolut on Din, 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 din. That's the music from. I'll just put it in there. You can Revolut as well if you want. On.
Are you just singing the team tune of the A Team?
The A Team, yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Well, we need another two. Come on, there's only two of us here.
Yeah. You can also Revolut there. Revolut, if you want to buy us a coffee on 089 406 5986. 406 5986. Yes. So what did you say to me, Orla? We have another video. Which video are we going to go with?
Sure, we've loads of stuff still to go through.
We do the City West.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go with the City West. We'll come back and talk to that.
Here we are on the Cairn home site in Saggart in West Dublin. Now, what's this now? Right, there's flats and houses being built. You can see the cranes. Right, now watch this, people. This is a road being built through a golf course, a temporary road. It's cost over £500,000. And why is it being built? Look what's ahead. Now I'm probably going to lose my job for this. But when this goes out, fuck it, enough's enough. £500,000 on a temporary road. Public lighting is in there, you can see on the left hand side there. Public lighting has been in, drainage has been done, stone dug out, stoned up, draw all the stuff away, buy all the stone, bring it in, men working there. And look where we are, lads. The back of the City West Hotel. This is to house the people.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that place. Like, dear God.
Yeah. It is. It's horrible, isn't it? But that's going in as far as the new houses. There's a new road going through there from the City West into them new apartments, you know?
So I'm just after running into Carol.
That's what they're popping back up there. Carol, sorry about that. I'm going to send, Leroy is at the sending me a message there. So I'm going to send them on this link just to come in for 10 minutes or whatever and let us see how we're getting on there. So I'm going to just send that on to you now, Leroy. So, boom. You should have that there now, Leroy. So come in there live whenever you want. And we'll have a chat with you for a few minutes just to see how you're getting on there and let people know what's going on. Migrant City, it will be, yes, Lady of Era. It's outside Ireland because people can actually exercise free speech. Outside of Europe, I'm sorry, clever tactical moves. EU headquarters, yeah, Daniel Henley, more like an army barracks. Yes, it is. They're all like army barracks.
Like Clonmel. Look at Clonmel.
Yeah.
What's the other place? Flood's Cross.
Yeah, I was Clonmel last night. I saw it. Jesus Christ. That is some spot. I'm telling you now. Stop fighting everyone. We don't need it. You have my hand. You have my hand. You have my heart. Okay, Eddie, yeah. There is a lot of in-house fighting. Like, there is. Lady of Air, I've stood shoulder to shoulder with you on many occasions and will do it again in a heartbeat. True patriot. Yeah. We're all patriots, mate. You know? Well, most of us. That's what I mean, Chris. Yeah. Sweden is paying illegals over 40 grand to fuck off out of Sweden. And guess what? They're going to. Well,
actually, I've sent you on there a couple of screenshots in relation to statistics. So if you want to fire them up.
Statistics. Are these the Peter Sweden?
Yeah, there's a couple of them. I just thought they were quite interesting. And not in a good way.
Rape statistics in Sweden. Okay, why am I getting? Yeah, okay. These are the rape statistics in Sweden. Look at that. In 1975, there was 421 rapes. In 2024, there's 10,167. That's an increase of over 2,300% in almost 50 years. A complete disaster, and the media isn't telling you about it. What happened? Is this Orban's? No. Okay.
Go over the other way then. It's probably there, is it?
No, let's adverse reactions to
now actually the Gorban thing is fine. You can do that one as well, because that's actually talking about what's going on there in relation to the LGBT crack.
Yeah. Orban's Hungary. The Hungarian government has banned LGBTQIFTI propaganda from schools. There are only two genders in Hungary. In Hungary, officially, the mother is the woman and the father is a man. Hungary is a proud Christian country. We should be a proud Christian country too. We don't need this bullshit going on all around the country. You know what I mean? Where little boys think they're little girls and little girls think they're little boys, and it's okay to do that. And it's been brought in by this bullshit propaganda, this 2030 agenda, you know.
Just keep going. There should be another couple. I think there's another one or two of them. No, I know that's the one. There's one there.
Shocking. Britain, 114 reported rapes per 100,000 people. Poland, 1.5 reported rapes per 100,000 people. This means there is an unbelievable 7,600% more rapes in Britain than in Poland. What do you think is the reason for this massive difference? Because Poland don't take in migrants. That's why. And like, we know what the reason is. You know what I mean? And poor old Viktor Orban is getting fined 2 million a day by Europe for not bringing in migrants.
Madness.
It just beggars belief, like, you know what I mean?
And actually, that just reminds me, there's a video I sent on there to you, that's down, from Michael McCarthy. And wait till you see this individual he's highlighting. Trying to figure out whether he's a doctor or an engineer. Delightful fellow, really.
Yeah. Michael McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Facebook. Okay. Doctor or engineer, is that what you meant?
Wait till you see this lad.
Oh, I've seen this guy before. Yeah, I've seen this fella. He's a nut job, this fella. Yeah, I've seen this fella. Let's just go with this guy here. This guy is frightening, isn't he? This guy is frightening. If you met this fella down at Dark Lane Alley, you'd shit yourself, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't be worried even about a dark alleyway.
It's not making any bigger. Oh, there it is there now. Hang on.
No sound.
Yeah, so he seems pleasant. It's hard to know whether they're a doctor or an engineer when you look at clips like this.
That is, yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Doctor
I'm
or an
sure
engineer.
he is contributing an awful lot to this country. And then there's actually, on that line, there's another one. It should be Machete underneath it, wrote down.
See,
This I think is a doctor. See, the other fella's carrying a knife, so I think he's a doctor as well.
Oh, this is the PSNI one, is it? Yeah, I've seen this one as well yesterday. I'll pull this over here. I could have that downloaded. Hang on. Yeah. No, I have it here. I'll play it here. Yeah, this is up the north. This is the PSNI. Just off watch, you'll see. Yeah. Look at him standing there with the machete, look.
Yeah. And you can clearly see it. He must have been out on his lunch break.
Him out.
Yeah, we see they were probably waiting for someone to come, but I'm assuming that doctor was out on his lunch break. Because, I mean, obviously he's contributing an awful lot to the country as well.
Wow.
Talk about being played for fools, like absolute and utter fools.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez. My God.
I know.
I'm actually going to play this for doctor fella. Wait, like this is just two-tier policing. You know, it is just two-tier policing. Watch this now. This is.
Racist cunt. What race am I against? Go on, you racist. What race am I against? Go on, you racist. Thanks very much. What race? What race? Fat cunt. What age are you? What age are you? Fat race. Is that all you have to offer? Race. Go on very much. What's your name? That's abusive behaviour. Move on. Move on. He's calling me. He's been abusing me on the road there. No arrest for him, no. If I abused him, you'd arrest me, wouldn't you? This is the two-tier police, and it's okay for somebody to abuse and create a public order incident when they're in support of the government, yeah? And to call people names, verbally abuse, threatening and abusive behaviour, guys.
That's some language to use from a doctor.
And his name is Dr. Conor McCabe from Drogheda. So remember that name, Dr. Conor McCabe. He's from Drogheda. What a scumbag. You know, what a scumbag. I'm going to bring Leroy in here now to let us see what's going on up there at the camp and how everyone is. How are you doing, Leroy? How's things?
It's Craig. Sorry, we're just.
How are you?
Hey, Leroy.
Not too bad. Just down
you
here
good?
at the Blessington camp. We're good, yeah.
Hi. I don't know if you can see us.
How's everyone? Hi, everyone. How's things? How are you getting on?
Yeah, we're good. We're all very good here, but you know, we're a little bit dismayed that we're not getting more support from the locals. I mean, it's patriots that are coming down, which is great, but we really want to try and appeal to the people from Blessington and the West Wicklow area. And for some reason, I don't know why people, you know, I mean, this is their future. I mean, there's a load of houses just down the road from here and just down from the graveyard. And I mean, those houses are all going to go decrease hugely in value once this place turns into a plantation centre. Because I think we have to get away from calling it IPAS centres. These are not IPAS centres. These are that is a label they're putting on them to try and suck people in. But we have to now start saying what this is. This is the Islamic takeover of our country. It is an invasion of our country. It is an invasion of Europe, and it's an invasion of the Western Hemisphere altogether. I really believe that. I mean, what else at this stage when the government are bringing these people in so covertly, and that there is no discussion, absolutely no discussion with the local people. And so if everything is being done so underhanded, we have to treat this as a hostile takeover. And we need to start doing that. And you know, we've had our protests, we've had rallies, we've had speeches, so we're tired of speaking. But at the moment now, I really believe we need to start revving this up. We've done nice, we've been nice. The government are not, they're just totally ignoring the people. They're totally ignoring our country. And, you know, they are forgetting that they are supposed to be serving us. Now, of course, we know they're not, that they're serving their globalist masters and they're just bitches for the youth. But at the same time, we need to start revving things up here. And we need to start non-compliance. And, the first thing I do is stop paying for your TV license, stop paying for propaganda, stop paying for your own demise. And we just need to concentrate on, okay, people are saying, like, we don't want these unvetted men here. But at
Yeah.
the root of the problem, government, they are the real enemy here. And these men are being used as pawns as well in this political tyrannical game. And it's time now, we've had enough. There's over 325 IPAS centres in the country that we know of. We've got up in Kilbride camp, just up the road there. There are men, illegal, unvetted men, vetting the army, not standing up, manning the army camp up there. And when Philip Dwyer went down to ask questions, we've seen the hostility that he was treated
Yeah.
with. So, and then I would like to see, I think now, every army base in this country needs to be examined, because you see down in Tralee that they're housing them down there. A local man went in, he was thrown out, and he
Yeah.
has a right, every right, to find out what's going on there. So again, more, underhanded things going on here. If there was nothing to hide, why are they hiding it? And so we
Yeah.
have to start thinking, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late in a year's time. It's going to be too late. The time is now, and we have to act now.
Men in the country need to wake up now at this stage. Like, you need to grow a pair of balls that, and you need to get the hell out onto the street with the men who are trying to make change here. Because we need big, massive change in this country. And that's just it. And you need to stand up. It's about time people just got up off their holes and actually done something.
And I just want to say, Leroy here is an absolute star. He's been absolutely fantastic. And, we feel safer having him here. We want him to stay here all the time. But, and to all the guys
Here,
who have
keep
been here.
the chicken curries coming, and he'll stay.
Well, I put a shout out here. If there's anyone from Blessington watching this, people, you need to get out there and help these people. This is your community that's going to be gone down the Swanee. You know what I mean? Your kids have to live there. Your children have to go to school. Your women have to walk around there. So if there's anyone watching this from Blessington, please go down there and help these people.
But and also just to say, like, there is a positive side to this. People always think, but the positive side to us having the camp, and people say, oh, well, how are you going to keep it going? It's going because people are coming down. Like, what's really given me hope, and I think we do need to have hope, but there've been a couple of ladies that come down who've been jabbed and whatever, and now they're waking up to this. More and more people are coming down. We're sitting around strategizing. We're having chats. It's going back to the old-fashioned way of good, hearty conversation, and people are, and then they're going up. And there was a lady the other day who said, "Oh my God, she couldn't believe the depths of where this is going, but she does know that something is way off." And so this is, you can see the people actually waking up, and they can see that we're decent people down here. Like, none of us want to be here, but at the same time, we have to. What do we do? Like, what do you do? And at the end of the day, I think that the only thing that people have to be afraid of is when their children and grandchildren ask them in a few years' time, where were you when Ireland was taken over? Where were you? And if you say I was out on the street with my fellow patriots, well, then you can hold your head high. But at the way it's going, there's very few of the local Blessington men here, and there's not too many Blessington men, if they keep going the way they are, that will be able to hold their head high. So this is a lot more than just about, this is a very, very important moment now, and this will decide the future of our country. And you can either decide on the right side of history, or just, betray our ancestors, betray we were given this country to preserve it and to mind it. And if people are going to let it be destroyed, well, then that's on them, So that's all I can say.
I know who's standing up for the country. Fair play to you all. Thank you very much for coming in. And as I said, if anyone from Blessington is watching this, please go and help these people. That lady makes lovely curry, I heard.
Carol made the curry.
No, I can't take the credit. No, I burn curry.
Well, the witch. The sound is all right. It's a bit low, but we can hear you. Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking. I don't know if we have any more to say, guys. It's getting to a bedtime down here. We're looking for a hot milk and cocoa and a cookies with an ice. But yeah, no, listen.
Problem.
Thanks for the local guys, because we really do need the support. I mean, it's just sort of to show, like, this is really, really serious. Like, all joking aside, we're in a very, very serious situation here. And it doesn't take an awful lot to reverse it. Like, it's people power. People have to remember how powerful they are. And, stop giving your power away to tyrants. Letting tyrants tell you what you can and cannot do. Hello, we only get one life. Live it to the full, and not being told by tyrants and bullies what we can and cannot do. It's not happening. And bring on the hate speech, whatever they want to do, because I, for one, will not be silent. So bring it on.
Bring it on.
And it'll be the sword they die on, because I tell you, they're too far. Because we're Irish people, we like talking, we like chatting, we like singing ballads, whatever. And to hell with them. And they are never going to shut us up. But I'm telling you, the time is coming when we're going to shut them up. Anyway,
they can beat us with badness, but they won't break us. Anyway,
No,
we're heading on, folks.
Fair play to you.
Again.
And we'll be on Sunday night again. I'll probably drop down the weekend to have a chat with you, and we'll see how everything is going. But one or two people in the comments said they're on their way down, so I hope they will drop down to you. So thanks very much, boys.
See you later.
Thanks so much.
Take it easy. Cheers. Good night and God bless. Fair play to them there now. I'm glad I got them in there to talk, like, you know what I mean? Fair play, you know.
It's a great setup. Like, the whole tented area, like, if it rains around that, it's all it's all closed off and everything. So it's great.
There you go. Jake McCready. All locals in that area should be standing there. If not interested, then ask those they're standing there. Locals will only care when their kids are in danger. Only then they will care. And this is what's going to happen. We've said this all along. It's only when it happens to their own that they will care. They need to do it. They need to get out. So people of Blessington and surrounding areas, please go down there and help the lads.
Yeah.
We had this in Knock. Remember a few months ago?
Yeah.
There was 300 of us traveled down there to Knock, and there was 5 people from Knock actually out with us. And people in the shops are asking, what are you doing down here? What's the march for? Are you for real? This is your community. This is what's been taken over. And we're the ones that's been tarnished and blackened by the media saying, oh, the far right are bust in. And because the locals won't help themselves. Lads, if you're there, get out there and help those people. They need to be there. Leroy needs your help. That lady needs your help.
You can't do it all. You know, you can't have the same people there day in, day out, you know. So if anyone is around, please go down and give them a hand. So it's just right outside the entrance of the Avon. And as I said, there is parking and all that.
Yeah. John Malloy said, Paul, 100%. John was there with us. You've seen it for yourself, John. There was only 5 people, wasn't there, from Knock? It was all of us came down. Gavin Pepper came down. I came down. Orla, Martin, Anthony, yourself. There was Clive. There was about 300 of us. Michelle Keane and all came down. And there was only 5 people from Knock. People need to stand up for their own communities. Yes. Like, as I said, even with Shin and Adina, we don't mind going in and helping you, but you need to help yourselves, people. You know what I mean? We're getting blackened and tarnished by the media. Oh, the far right this and the far right that. I'm not far right. Orla's not far right. But we're right so far, aren't we, Orla? You know what I mean? This is what's happening.
You froze again.
I'm froze, am I? Sheepdog, you can stand on one of the bridges and see the old village in the flooded valley. Yeah. So, McKeown, Okay, we're nearly up there, Orla. Paul and Paul and local clergy, but welcome them in.
Yes,
Exactly.
Sean. Yes.
That's
Yeah. Where were
exactly
the
it,
priests?
son. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You know?
The lads actually went into the mass and we heard that. Anthony went in and heard them saying that. Yeah, because Anthony spoke to one of the priests and a couple of the people in the area, and he said, "No, you have to be welcoming. You have to do this." That was the day I wore my priest outfit. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I thought, if there's trouble down here, I'll just stick this on and mingle into the crowd.
Mm.
Yeah, Wally Doyle, Lady of Area, howdy there. Great chat tonight. Shite circumstances. Okay, yeah. Del G. Lads, I know you sent me in loads of stuff. I know you did, but I've had loads of stuff here to do. I'm just going to present this here, by the way. This is this scumbag doctor. There's that scumbag doctor. Dr. Conor McCabe, who abused Philip Dwyer today. Not surprised to see who his mates are. Look.
Oh, look, himself.
Himself and the little bleeding goblin. Look.
Mm.
Yeah, look. Wow.
Yeah, that's it all. A lefty.
Yeah, I'd say he's LGBTQI as well, you know.
I'd love to know how many shots he gave
was
out to his
class.
patients.
Is he even a doctor? Or is he just one of them pretend bleeding doctors? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Anyone from Drogheda on the chat?
Anyone from Drogheda on the chat can tell us anything about this scumbag. Friend at work of mine has a daughter 14. He knows what's going on in the south and north. Asked him to join the Derry Shin and the Dina. His history, I don't have time, but he has time to bet, pub, to drink, and football matches. Lads, it's only a few minutes out of your day. We don't even do patrols every night. You do patrols every second night or whatever, you know.
But you're in Carlow and Kenny, you're only doing it once every 2 weeks at the minute, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're only just starting it off.
With you. This government are more afraid of Shin and Adina than they are of any political movement in this country. So please join this movement. It's a grassroots movement. It's non-political. So please join and sign up today. Sign up today. John Malloy, my mother said hello, but I'm not calling you daddy.
Yeah. Come here, I sent you over a couple of things. I sent you over a couple of things in relation to the shots because I know we're finishing up soon. If you want to just feature a few things. There's a chart on the measles, excess deaths.
Hold on, that's not me. I'm looking at you. And guys, as I said, DMC, I know you sent me in stuff. I know you all did. What I'll do is I'll go through it and I'll put it together and we play it on Sunday show because we'll be on for 2.5 hours on Sunday evening. You sent me in, yeah.
He says that every week to me and he doesn't do it. I still have to remind him what has to go up.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Okay, is this 50,000 have had adverse events? Now I have a video there I want to play, so I'm going to play that video first. Okay, this is 3 grounds for COVID-19 to be stopped. Okay, I'm going to play this and I'll come back.
3 categories right now that have all been fulfilled, which mean that the injections should be removed. So the first one is DNA contamination, right? So 10 studies now, they've looked in the vials with all of them basically use different methods and they all find the same thing. They find SV40, other cancer promoting DNA plasmids in the vials, way over regulatory limits. It's now been confirmed worldwide across multiple countries, multiple manufacturers and batches. So just that should be enough to stop the distribution of contaminated products. So that's 1. 2, negative efficacy. There's now 5 studies, 1 from the CDC, 1 from the Cleveland Clinic, both demonstrating, not both, all 5 demonstrating that the vaccines increase your risk of infection after the antibodies wear off, which is after about 6 months. Instead of protecting you, it becomes negative and actually increases your risk of infection. This is dose dependent, so the more doses you get, the higher the risk of infection is. So there's that, and then there's excess mortality. So it's 12 studies now that demonstrate increased risk of death reduced life expectancy, and major contributions to excess mortality figures seen worldwide. And the largest estimate of deaths is 17 million worldwide by September 2023 by Dennis Raincourt and colleagues. And the number could be higher than that. Most recently, regarding this excess mortality that came out, was vaccination doubles your risk of death if you've had a COVID infection. So they found in vaccinated people that got COVID, they're twice as likely to die in the long term than unvaccinated people. So that came out a few weeks ago. So data keeps coming out. These three facets have been fulfilled, which demonstrate terrible harms. And there's absolutely no reason they should remain on the market based on any one of the categories.
Jeez.
It's mental, isn't it? It is mental.
Well, you can see it there now. The screenshot there of Aisling and O'Loughlin she put up about the excess deaths.
Hang on there. Well, that's Dennis Bryant.
I think Aishling's was this morning. I think I sent it over.
Mm.
And then there's a screenshot there on the measles as well.
I'll just put up Aisling O'Loughlin's there now. I like Aisling. I like what she does now. I really do.
Mm.
July is here. Let's take a look at the EU official excess death figures over the last 5 Julys. Deadly pandemic year, minus 3.2. Last year, 17.2. A rise of 20.4% and nothing in the mainstream media. That's deaths rise after jab rollout. So there you have it there. Look, you have July. Look at the way they went up after the rollout. Look. And now they're still rolling it out. Look, they were rolling it out then in 2024 again. Look. And they're doing it again this year. Like, they're still pumping this out here, even though we know the dangers of this. You know what I mean? Like, people know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, everyone knows that, and people are still going and getting vaccinated. Why are people doing that? Now, again, I'm not knocking people who got vaccinated. I know he's got it for the right reasons, but you know now the data is there. Don't get vaccinated. You don't need to be vaccinated anymore. You know what I mean? There's nothing out there that's going to kill you, lads. It was a flu, and that's all it was. And Dr. Jerry Waters will tell you himself. I spoke to Jerry about this on numerous occasions. There was nothing out there that warrants a vaccine and locking down the country. Nothing. It was a mild flu. That's all it was. And someone said there the other day that children died. Children died. They didn't die of COVID. They died with COVID, not of COVID. And the only reason they died with COVID was because of a dodgy PCR test. We all know that. It's been proven now. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Ulick, good old Pat, never wrong. Yeah. Oh. The Higgins is a rainbow. Yeah. Is that one? Is that the last one there on that? No,
yeah, then there's one on the measles.
Yeah,
keep going.
So now, yeah,
There's one on the measles. I'm not sure that I send over anything else because I was trying to edit all those videos and things like that today.
Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. Yes, the drug safety. And we finish up then on this one then. We may as well finish early enough now tonight. This is a drug safety test, looks like in the UK. 500,000 people have had adverse events reported after COVID vaccines. 3,000 have had deaths reported. No systematic autopsy of such deaths planned. No laboratory has testing in place to determine vaccine injury in these autopsies. in return natural causes, even when the evidence of vaccine injury could not be stronger. Doctors wait for the regulator to tell them if there is a potential risk before ever writing a death certificate linking to the vaccines. There's none of them will link these to the vaccines.
No,
because
no,
these
they have to
doctors
admit
gave
then
you,
that there was a problem.
they gave
The
you the
measles
vaccine.
one, the measles one actually is a chart. That's a screenshot. You did go by it earlier on. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Vaccines may occasionally save a life. Good sanitation, diet, and healthcare save millions of lives. Look at the rate of measles deaths per 100,000 for the 15 years prior to the invention of the measles vaccine. When did the vaccine come out? 1900 to 1932, and in the user states, death registration states 1900 to 42.
If I can't see it properly on the television, but if that's the same as what went on with the polio, the measles virus was already on its way out when the shots came in. And the polio thing, the same thing happened with it. The virus is on its way out, and then they started saying, "Oh, look, from bringing in the shots, that's what stopped it." But it wasn't. It was already in decline. You frozen, Paul. Paul, you frozen. He's gone back. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on tonight. A bit of something's going on, I'd say. We'll be finishing up now in the next few minutes anyway.
Sorry about that, people. The internet just dropped. As soon as we started talking about the vaccines, the internet just, boom, went off. So, listen, I think we'll finish it off there now. And anyway, because all has gone off there as well. So, listen, thank you very much. It's not gremlins. This is, as soon as we start talking about vaccines, all the time this happens. So listen, thank you very much for everyone who tuned in tonight. Fair play to you all. And what I'll do is, and I have to say, a good few people bought coffees tonight. Fair play to everyone who bought a coffee. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I'll bring Orla back in for a minute. As soon as we start talking about the vaccines, Orla, boom.
I just thought the same thing.
That's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. You know what I mean? It's no coincidence. No, you're right. It is no coincidence. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we got cut off. Yeah.
You all go to GPO, fair play, but watch yourselves. Anyone that's going to the GPO, please do go in. We are still here, Paul. You have a halo around your head.
Just before you cut off, I sent something there, just at the end of the night there, in relation to Ashley Murphy, Ryan Casey.
Okay.
I just came across it on TikTok, so I just thought
on TikTok
we need to highlight this. It's over the BBC case.
It's TikTok, is it? Okay. Okay, yeah, let me make this bigger. Okay, I have it here. Just bear with me there. Yes, we will make that. Yeah, we play that there now. We'll finish off on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was beautiful, wasn't she?
She really was, yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's disgraceful.
Such a waste of a life.
Somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall.
It's just right in there for people if they want to read it.
I'm going to stop it, right? Okay, Ashley Murphy's boyfriend Ryan Casey settles defamation case against BBC. That was Kitty Holland and that scumbag Hazel Chew. Now that yeah. Ashley Murphy's boyfriend Ryan Casey has settled his defamation case against the BBC. According to RTE, the 27-year-old received substantial damages after he filed a High Court claim against the broadcaster for defamation over an episode of The View on November 30th, 2023. The programme discussed Ryan's victim impact statement at the sentence hearing of Joseph Puska for the murder of his girlfriend Aisling, which shook the nation in 2022. I'm going under in this time I feel that. Read more on goss.ie.
Yeah, I just came across it on TikTok. But I mean, look at him, and he's a young man, and look at the way he has still stood up against everything in honor of his girlfriend. Like, what an absolute gentleman he is. Like, he just has so much admiration from me. You know, I just think he's absolutely amazing. You know, and he's still speaking out and he's still fighting, but it just shows what absolute, you know, scumbags the mainstream media are, you know.
Calling him far
and
right,
they're calling him far right and everything. Yeah, absolutely. After what was done to Aisling.
Mm. Yeah. Fair play to him. Fiona Barry, he was in Dublin. Marcus de Bruyne and other docs a couple of weeks ago. Okay, beautiful girl.
I'd love to meet him. I would. Yeah, she was a beautiful girl. Such a loss. But this is going to keep happening, people. Like, we need the men out. This is going to keep happening more and more and more.
Mm. Yeah. He was right to call them out. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Great show, Paul and Orla. Emotional as per usual. Up the line, Fitzy. Make it raw.
Listen, Chris, you and Dahi could be, or not Dahi, sorry, you and Paddock could be fighting over this now Sunday night.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't hear what you said, Orla. You went off there.
I was just saying to Chris that himself and Paddock could be fighting over that phrase on Sunday night, because normally Paddock's always on a Sunday night.
I have Angela Leggett there. Night, Paul and Orla. I'll be at the GPO. Great show as always. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Just be
Angela.
careful in there, Angela. Be careful. Because I'd say, listen, I can't make it in. I've other commitments there tomorrow with the kids and the whole lot. So, yeah, if you're going in, be careful. Please do. Everybody blood on the Irish blood on Irish government's
100%
hands.
safe.
Yes, I agree. No, lady. Yeah. Okay, Orla, I'm going to drop you down and thank you very much for another great evening. It has been emotional.
Night, guys.
Talk to you in a while. Night, Orla. Well, guys, as I say every night, and I tell you, wear your crosses in, wear your Blessed Virgins in. We're Catholics, we're Christians. Go in there and give them hell tomorrow. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Orla. Good night and God bless everyone. But as I say every night on when the show finishes, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Take care.